to completely rework his story.
Oh my god. You mean
He
you
was not happy.
couldn't just let the person go and kill them?
No! She's a cute little grandma. She can't let anyone die.
Mm-hmm.
But grandmas are the closest to death.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. Oh man.
So subtle.
They should know that there's gonna be stuff happening in life.
But what if this Benjamin Button situation?
And I guess he's gonna be the sexiest old man alive.
I feel like I missed something very important.
He asked if there was a Benjamin Button situation.
For what exactly?
Yeah, like, do tell.
I don't know.
It's making nonsense.
Oh, that's a big show. Oh, that's a big show.
Apparently
unlike
someone's
you.
gonna be 80 and yet they're gonna look 20.
Gross.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
And we're all here on time.
Oh, shit.
She.
That is very lovely.
Mm-hmm.
People are on time.
Who would have thought?
All right. Well, get my bearings here. Ooh. Get into the roll 20. Get on the OBS.
Oh, your picture's different.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum.
Yeah, I changed it.
We are now recording. Penis.
Penis.
Okay. Get some music. Or some sounds going here.
Roll20 is finally working on Chrome for me. It just took a month.
Did
Jeff try out his soundboard with you yet, John?
No.
No, I'll be doing that for our next game on Wednesday.
It's fun. He can make himself sound like a woman.
Yep.
Freak me out immediately.
Good. That's what I've always wanted.
There was a point in time, like 2 years ago, where like 2 or 3 people added like like one of those voice modulators, and they used it in every session. And I can't remember who it was exactly. I'm sure some of them were people that have left the server now, but like all the time I'd join into like the game and it would just be random like robot voices and like deep like voices, and I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
What did I just join?
Nothing but a good time.
Hang on, I'm wondering if my voice changer will work now. Hang on.
Deep throaty.
Do you remember that, Zim? Like, people were using it in like every session for like maybe a month or 2, and then all of a sudden people got sick of using it and stopped.
I remember something like that. It might have been me running a game trying to use it. I just can't.
It was like a few people though, and I remember being like, what are you guys using? And it was some
Right.
online thing.
Discord yet, though.
Voice mod, yeah.
No, not yet. I'm gonna right now though. I just want to
I just
Right.
realized.
Alright, I'm gonna
uh,
have myself, because then you're gonna hear your voice through my mic.
I have one called the narrator. Hang on, I'm gonna try this.
I'm gonna
Oh, that one's fun. I like that one.
The narrator.
Meanwhile,
at the reach of doom, the private
It just sounds like your voice.
But you had to play with settings on Discord a bit.
Using voice mod, you have to change your microphone to voice mod. It has a voice mod microphone. It'll appear.
On Discord, I have to change it.
Just if you just click on the call, you'll see that your mic will have like an arrow down, and you'll be able to change your input devices.
One sec.
Just make sure to have your input on voice mod be like the mic you want to use.
And then we will get started here.
Yep.
I don't see.
He said it's in game time too. Like it just clicks up there.
If you look at like the bottom row and you see the mute button, it'll have. It's supposed to like. I hope it has like an arrow pointing downwards on it.
I see user settings thing.
Yeah,
Or not just go to voice settings.
yeah, audio and voice.
Yeah, it's because you can quickly access it by just clicking that arrow.
Voice mod virtual audio device. How does that sound now?
Ah!
That did not like that.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna come up. Alright. Open to suggestions for Jeff to just blurt out using voice mod.
Penis.
Scary. Like, Jesus Christ. That's the voice I would hear in my nightmares.
Didn't
like
like
it.
Hang on.
Wait, what?
I have a female voice that I was working on.
All right.
Can everybody
hear me? Do I sound like a woman?
Oh my god.
You actually
Like a
do.
12-year-old boy.
Nice.
Hang on.
Hang on, there's different variations of the age you can change.
It sounds very robotic with
This is
Siri.
the adult version.
Yeah, you sound like Gladys from Portal.
Yep.
The cake is a lie.
not even angry. I'm being
I'll play around with this.
sincere
It's pretty cool so far.
right now.
Yeah.
I like it. It's funny.
That's free too, right?
It was $36.
Oh.
Oh, did you pay for the subscription for voice mod?
It was
It
like
was
a
like a one-time payment.
You still need to shut it off.
I'm shutting it off. I got it.
Christ.
Alright.
I just use it for free because they even like give you stuff like every like different voices every day and whatnot.
Alright, so we're streaming, recording, all that good shit.
Vagina.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. For those of you tuning into the stream, welcome to Screams in the Silence, which is a Call of Cthulhu 7th edition campaign, homebrewed campaign, concocted by yours truly, moi. And there are mature themes used here. Really crazy, stupid, horrific shit that nobody ever wants to hear ever.
Unless you're into that kind of thing.
Unless you're into that sort of thing, yeah. But no, seriously. Mature themes will be used here. So listener discretion is advised. Alright, last session. Oh boy, you guys got to Kate's house. And began to analyze the video that Ollie had retrieved from his camera. Actually, I don't want to fill anyone in. You guys fill me in.
It's been like 2 weeks though. I forget what happened.
But that's about it. He already did the recap. We left off at us at Kate's house, reviewing the footage.
Here, I'll give you a quick little rundown.
Yay!
Because I just listened to basically the entire session, skipping like a few seconds here and there. Basically, the group with Gabe talked to Christine. Christine was like, he never used to be this way until a few weeks ago. He got questioned because he got into a fight. And then Elizabeth came up and was like, "Do you want to see my drawings?" And the drawings were very creepy. They weren't fun. They were like little octopoid things, and she probably needs an exorcism. Meanwhile, Ollie gave James an SD card. The SD card had this fun little video on it where this guy levitated in the air, carved something into a pole, and then turned and looked at the camera and smiled real creepily, and it was the vicar. And, can't trust priests. Priests suck. And so then they decided to all conjoin over at Kate's house, and they showed them the video. And then while they were looking at the video, Quinn was like, "What's that weird thing in the background?" And they did frame by frame, and they noticed a weird octopus shadow thing in the background behind the vicar. And then we remembered, based on his past, that the vicar has had quite a bit of turmoil in his life. He has gone in and out of his faith. And the most recent thing, when he was out of his faith, he was going down Maylor Way, fell down a gorge, should have died, miraculously survived. No one knows how. And then that's how he got back into his faith and then became the vicar. And Kate remembered that she just had a dream, literally the night before, of her brother taking her down Maylor Way. And that was where we left off.
Perfect.
Yep.
Glad you remembered all of that. Thank you.
Almost like you got them right in front of you.
Almost as if I'm reading the notes I just took.
Alright, so ow, fuck! I gotta turn this down, or off. Ow. Okay, sorry, I'm using a machine to help with some pain I'm having in my hand.
Oof.
But yeah, it's called a Thames machine. It's supposed to simulate cramping. Yeah, it fucking hurts right now. It fucking hurts.
Turn that baby down.
My hand has been kind of really shitty for the past couple weeks.
Accident?
Oh no, I don't know if it's some kind of carpal tunnel or.
I'm kind of feeling like I might be starting to get carpal tunnel. Chris just got diagnosed with arthritis in his foot.
That's what I think I might have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really know. But anyways,
We can always pray for you.
please don't.
Pray it away.
Don't pray for me.
Could be here forever.
Pray for yourself.
There also was a point in the
no hope for
session
me.
the last session we had there was this whole side note about religious trauma and talking about Christianity, just completely aside from the thing. So it's really funny that we've come back to that now.
Well, everyone looking at the screen doesn't quite understand what they're seeing right now. It could be a catch of light on the frame, or the shadows are swelling just a little bit weirdly, but that still doesn't explain the fact that the vicar is levitating off the floor several feet. And it is at this point where the screen flickers and the recording shuts off, goes blank. It appears the video does seem to be running, the runtime is still going, but Ollie's James? What happened?
I have no idea.
You see that the black frame kind of continues for a few seconds, and then the video seems to end. And the runtime ends and the program stops, and it prompts you for another file to load to watch. But it seems that you don't really need to watch anymore, because this was located on the last few minutes of the recording on this memory card. So you've already kind of acquired what you needed.
I think we need to investigate the Vicar, but we need to do it carefully.
Ollie grabs a cigarette out of his pack, and he obviously can't smoke it inside Kate's house, so he just says, I'm going out on the front step for a few. And pops a cigarette in his mouth.
I'll say I'll come with.
Yep. He leaves your sight, and you go with him, Tommy. Let's see. Those of you still inside Kate's house, what do you do?
I am gonna talk to Aaron because he said that the captain didn't have good news, and he couldn't say over the radio.
Right. Okay.
So I might pull him aside.
Right.
If it's something that he does not want to talk about in front of the others, we can it's probably like a small little house, I'm sure. Probably like not an innuendo, but like her bedroom. She could go close the door, whatever.
Yeah, no, that's fine. He actually was kind of signaling you from time to time after he arrived at your house to just kind of, get your attention and kind of remind you that he did have a tidbit of information that was particularly important. So, yeah, you will pull him to the side.
Shut up.
Yeah. No innuendos.
Hey, I haven't said a word.
Look at your face. You don't have to say anything.
You did have to leave for a minute, though.
You did. Hey, guys, I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna twiddle my thumbs and sit around nervously.
Alright, so yeah, you pull Aaron aside and says, he says, I can't believe the Vicar is involved in this. It's almost impossible to think about. He's just so well liked in the community.
Well, what better way to exert your power than be the one person that can help everyone?
Speaking of that, I got a bit of bad news today from the captain. Figured I should tell you. The Penley case is being shut down.
It's being shut down?
Yeah.
Why?
It seems your surprise is just as much as mine was. He didn't tell me why. He just said that our authority to investigate such matters is no longer. Whatever that means.
Do they have someone else working on it now?
He looks a little shifty, kind of like he's not quite sure if he even believes what he was told. But he says, I don't know, Kate, this just doesn't sound... People died. I mean, a lot of people died, and we're just supposed to give up? How am I supposed to take that? I've been doing this job for years, and I'm not gonna stop now.
I mean, you could do what I've been doing the last few years. Do stuff off the books.
And you mean spiral into some dark pit of despair?
I'm not in a dark pit of despair. I just think that, there are things that possibly happen behind the scenes, and people believe that something has been solved or won't be able to be solved. But if you actually put your mind to it, you maybe could. It's called determination, not spiraling.
I think what you're getting at is going above rank.
Yes.
Defying protocol.
I won't tell anyone if you don't.
Kate.
Listen, this whole situation, we need to solve it. It's weird, and there are people's lives at stake. Do you want to be standing aside just because, our boss told you to, just to have people more innocent lives die? You would not be able to live with yourself if that happens.
And you know that that's not what I would do.
Exactly. So are you going to sit around twiddling your thumbs just because he told you to step aside?
My thoughts kind of worried about getting arrested. Like, what if... Sure, what if the vicar is behind all of this? We're supposed to go investigate his dealings in the area, but what? How? He's garnered the respect and attention of most of the town. How do you go after someone like that?
I don't know how yet, but I'm sure we'll find a way. I mean, it may involve involving the others that are out there in the kitchen. It might involve asking for help. I know you want to keep everything quiet, but at this point, their skills could be valuable.
So you think we should tell them then, yeah?
I think at this point we need to.
It all just... I can't make heads or tails of it. It doesn't make any sense.
This whole thing doesn't make sense. I know you're gonna call me crazy, but last night I had a dream that my brother led me down Malar Way, and then ironically we find out that the vicar who almost died on Malar Way is now behind all of this.
Can't remember the last time I dreamed.
There's something odd happening here.
Yeah. And now we got the fucking vicar on our sights. It doesn't feel good. You know that, right? It doesn't feel good for me.
None of this feels good. I understand that. You once told me that you would follow me to the ends of the earth. Would you still do that now?
You know I would.
And I will follow you too.
But do I have to like it, Kate?
You don't have to like it. If you don't want to involve the others, I'll stand by that decision with you. But I think at this point, the smarter option will be to involve them.
No, you're right. They should be told about the current circumstances.
Exactly. I know you're logical to know that's true.
Well, yes. Otherwise, they're just... They're sheets in the wind. They're not... They have no direction.
Exactly.
Let's discuss... Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if you want to take the lead, then I will follow.
All right. I guess I don't have much of a choice now, do I?
Not really at this point.
He opens the door to your room, heads out. You follow.
As he leaves, she's just gonna like squeeze his arm, kind of reassuring him, because she knows that he is very upset and going through some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so you've known him to be a particularly loyal and hardworking individual, and for the captain to just tell him to ignore possibly one of the biggest cases to ever come across his desk, it's gotta hurt in some way. Yeah, it's gotta be nagging at him.
She just kind of like tells him that, you know, if he needs her for anything, you know, she's always here.
Yeah, he kind of squeezes your hand, knowing that, and let's see. Let's go out to the front stoop where Ollie and Tommy are. Ollie lights up a cigarette, takes a huge drag. He kind of looks at you, Tommy, for a second before squinting a little bit. He says, "Smoke?" Hands up a pack.
I'll take one.
He lights it for you.
Thanks. And the same thing, he'll take like a really long drag.
He looks at you and he says, through exhaled breath, letting out this huge cloud of smoke, he just says, "Alright. So that just fucking happened. What? There's no possible conceptualization that I can have in my head that can make heads or tails of what that is. What about you? Can you... What is that?"
Wait, wasn't Ollie screaming at me that he saw something that was coming at him?
No, that wasn't Ollie. That was that one random guy that was drunk.
Yeah.
And you knocked out. That wasn't Ollie.
Correct.
I did have something weird happen to me first night back. Back at the inn. What's it called? Is it the White Horse Inn?
The White Horse, yep.
Yeah, back at the White Horse. This dude just got drunk, and when I went to take him outside, he just started screaming that something was coming at him. And then he tried to attack me, yeah. Knocked him clean out, though.
So fucking town is going to hell.
To be fair, I always thought the vicar was kind of creepy. But I might just have a thing
fucking
against
creepy.
priests.
I mean,
Exactly.
you can't get around it. I mean, they're all of a particular nature. I mean, they all have strictly regimented lives. They tend to keep to themselves. They tend to be repressed in a lot of ways. I mean, fuck. How can you even have a religious person without there being some modicum of just fuckery in their soul?
Hey, that's why I stay away from churches.
I've never liked them myself.
How old is Ollie, by the way?
Early 20s.
Early 20s. We wouldn't have met in high school, huh?
He maybe would have been like either a child at that point, like just entering the school as you were leaving, kind of scenario.
Yeah, my man would have he'd be like freshman in middle school, and I'd be a senior in high school.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So.
So as he continues to smoke his cigarette, he says, what do you suggest, Tommy? There's just no fucking way that I'm going to be the scapegoat and going after the vicar of the town.
I can interrogate the vicar.
Wait, well, no, we can't. No, Tommy.
Completely deadpan about it. Like this, I can do it.
Tommy.
Listen. I can be a very persuasive person.
Something tells me that he can too.
I'm sure he has his way of persuading people. I think we vary in methodologies.
Yeah. So as you're kind of talking with him, you notice that his gaze shifts from kind of paying attention to you and then the street side next to Kate's home.
I'll follow his gaze.
Yep. And he seems to be looking up High Street towards the White Horse Inn. And he just kind of stopped his eye movements for a moment, taking a drag off his cigarette, and he says, "You see that over there?" And he points. And he's pointing up High Street, and he appears to just be pointing at the street itself. But what you see is just a few cars going by, a couple parked on the side of the road. But nothing that would appear out of the ordinary. And he just continues to point up the street, and
Can I roll
he's
spot hidden?
You can roll a spot hidden, go ahead, but he's getting pale a little bit.
Hard success, baby.
You're not sure if it's a trick of light or like a cloud moving over the sun or just some sun rays casting through some trees or some buildings, but shadowy movements almost, I guess I could call them, do cross your vision.
Tommy's gonna put his hand on his waistband, if you catch my drift.
Right, yeah, there's almost this weird feeling like you feel like you're being watched, and whatever Ollie is looking at, clearly he sees something that you're not quite seeing, but just the sheer feeling of the moment leads you to believe that whatever he sees is a threat.
It's there. Yeah, it's there and it's a threat. Ollie, what is it? I can't see it.
You can see that his hands holding his cigarette are shaking. He brings it up to his mouth and takes another drag. You can see like bits and like the end of the cigarette is jolting back and forth quickly. He's like, just forget about it.
No. We've seen enough crazy things to know that this is probably not a coincidence, and I don't believe you're insane or hallucinating.
But you don't see it.
I can't see it. I see some shadows. That's all I see, man. And they look fucky. So
They look fucky.
He starts to sweat a little bit, and he says, "But it's right over there."
just in case, can I look at him to see if he's like, if his pupils are dilated, like any like quote unquote thoughts that he's any quote unquote like signs that he's high right now.
Roll me. Go ahead.
Tommy wasn't with us, right? When we kind of figured out the noise is what stops those like attacks, right? Or does he know?
Oh,
No.
I don't believe so.
So it's just Quinn.
I passed and I was alone.
It was just Quinn, Kate. Well, so I just remembered somehow. Was it just Quinn, James, and I then that know this now?
Yeah, I think, you guys probably... I think I remember you deciding that you were going to tell everyone else that it appears that noise is a factor.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea that people go, like... I still don't know what's going on with the people.
So that's probably just something that like we were gonna discuss, but then we found the vicar, so then we were probably gonna discuss it after the video, but then everybody went their separate ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
Right. Okay. So yeah, you Ollie says, I don't know, it's at times I think there's something there and then it just disappears. Do you not hear that?
Hear what?
Bouncy ball.
By the way, what do I roll for the signs of like intoxication? Spot hidden as
So
well?
no, what we're gonna do is psychology.
Okay, 'cause at least I have some points in psychology, not in psychoanalysis.
Who's doing psychology?
I am. Here goes. It's a fail.
Okay, he's almost exhibiting the signs of just like anxiety. Not like fear effects. If anything, you have reason to believe that he could even be just pulling your leg.
Ollie, I swear to God, if you're fucking with me right now.
I'm not fucking with you. Do you not see that? Right? And then it's almost as if he stopped moving for a moment and speaking. And you're looking at him and you're kind of wondering what's going on. But there's this strange sort of movement that he's doing. Almost like a frozen in gesture. And you hear this almost kind of, not gurgling, but like, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's almost like a
squelching?
Yeah, like a clench or a squelch, like that.
Like he can't breathe?
Or, you suddenly see him, his eyes roll back in his head, and he starts seizing.
Run!
Oh, fuck! I just call it. God!
Run out there. Run out there.
He collapses to the ground.
So Tommy's definitely dealt with like ODs before.
Yep. This is not an OD.
Yeah, no, but he's gonna treat it as one.
Okay.
So he's gonna straighten him up, make sure he's not like bumping himself into shit.
Run
Right.
over there, running.
Right. Yep.
Hearing him yell, I would run outside.
Start checking him over.
Run with you.
Like what the
Start
fuck? is
checking them vitals.
All right. Everyone kind of runs out. Yeah, like you said, Alphonse, everyone
I'll
just
give you some room.
Yeah, everyone goes out. Tommy is stepping away from Ollie's kind of. Well, he's fallen to the ground and appears to be flailing wildly. Limbs are kind of jerking in these very strange, energetic movements.
Get him on
And-
his side.
Yep.
You should get him on the side.
Yeah, get him on his side. So he
Yep.
doesn't take himself.
So what we're gonna do, Alphonse, because you're kind of the trained person here when it comes to medicine and shit. We are gonna do that. Go ahead and roll me. Actually, first aid, I guess, would be more applicable.
Yeah.
While they're
that's the rule,
doing
right?
that, can I, remembering the noise stuff, can I grab his keys? Because I'm sure they're like front step. He's probably parked right out front. Can I
Sure,
grab
yeah, they're in
his
his-
keys to just like go turn on his car for that stupid death metal?
Yep, they're in his
Start blasting.
pocket. So what I will require from you is just a let's go with like a dex check. Because you're trying to like reach it, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
It's alright though.
I just get hit in the face.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, so you go to reach into his left pants pocket where his keys are. You saw him put them in that particular pocket earlier. And you go, and he just has... He's kind of wildly flailing still, so yeah, his left hand kind of comes around and clocks you right on the dome. We're gonna go with 1D. Ooh, damn.
Damn. Do I get the
Ollie
keys
is-
though?
You get the keys, but Ollie is gonna clock you in the dome for 3 damage.
I'm the only
Slightly
person who's taken
concussed.
damage so far this game. I've gotten it twice. Alright, I'm gonna get the keys and then run down and turn his car on.
Okay, Alphonse, would you like to do anything with that roll? Do you want to push it? Do you want to...
Yeah, we can push it.
Okay, also, I would say that because you would have seen stuff like this, probably not only in your line of duty, but also maybe in your work, I'd give you a bonus die.
How do bonus dice work?
So you literally just roll an additional 10s die, and whatever the lowest result is, you take that.
Can I also help provide any help?
Yeah, I think you can also click the bonus penalty thing at the bottom of your roll there.
We can put that one. Here we go. Thank you.
Okay, so hang on, let me look at this. Alright, so that's out
Ollie,
of
hang
the
in there,
1d10. So you actually have a 23. Sorry, a 26 as your first roll, or your lowest roll. Which is below the needed 30, which is good.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay. Alphonse, you know exactly what to do. You get him on his side. You turn his head towards the ground. You kind of grab... There's a couple of loose sticks close by. And you kind of hold open his jaw and keep his jaw clenched on that stick so he doesn't bite off his own tongue. But you also know that typically when it comes to seizures, you just gotta let them ride.
When did it start?
As soon as I screamed.
Okay. Check my watch.
So he is probably going on about maybe a minute now, fully into this seizure. It also appears to be slowing, so he's kind of coming out of the worst of it. But all the...
You're okay.
Yep. But all the time, Tommy, you're just looking up towards where he was looking, just trying to see.
I'm just holding him like with all my strength, like just shaking. And while I'm looking at him up High Street. Like, what the fuck is causing this?
Yeah.
Are you like also like, why the fuck is Kate grabbing his keys and going to his car?
Listen, because here's the thing. You went to grab his keys. You probably like went like in like did like little like fucking thing through me. Got clocked. Grabbed his keys. Ran through his car. I'm like, she's probably. I'm thinking we're gonna drive him to the hospital.
Hey,
No, she's just turning on the car to turn on the death metal. You know.
you want to
Flare it.
hear jam?
So yeah, as Alphonse is trying to get him under control, Kate, you grab his keys out of his pocket. You get clocked in the face. Your nose is throbbing in pain. Luckily, there's no blood, at least not initially. You do get a little bit of blood coming out of your nose after a short while,
Love
but
that.
you head over to Ollie's car, and you open up the front door, and it just reeks of cigarettes, just stale smoke. And you You hop in, and you go ahead and roll me a roll me a. You know what? Roll me a luck.
A luck?
This is an old ass piece of shit car.
Damn it.
Oof.
All
Let's see
right.
if it starts.
Can I push it? Because I saw him drive it earlier, and I could see if there were any tricks that he did to turn it on.
I would take that.
Oh,
I didn't
wait.
mean that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press the other thing.
Oh, wait, I thought that we could push those rolls.
Luck rolls, I don't believe. Oh yeah, you're right, Crazy. You can't push luck
shit.
rolls.
As much as I want you to.
Yeah.
You have drive auto?
So so drive auto would just simply be driving it. If you're looking to get it to work, you would need mechanical repair.
I call over to the group just to be like, can somebody help me get this fucking car started?
So yeah, you're like you get the keys in the ignition, you're just turning it, and it's just not.
I got a 10. Can we all give it a shot?
You all can collectively figure it out, yeah. But if you'd like to do that, then oh boy, everyone
I,
Do
can
you have any
Alphonse-
music sources in your house?
Yeah.
I was just thinking like how loud it needs to be. She might have a wireless like speaker.
We all got our cell
somewhere.
phones. Can we just throw on Spotify or something?
Yeah, I guess. Like I just don't know how loud it has to be.
It doesn't matter if we just grab two different cell phones and just jam them into his on his ears.
Oh, you know what? She probably
Judging-
has like headphones. She probably has headphones in the house.
Yeah, judging by what you've seen and what you're connecting all of this to, it needs to be pretty substantial.
That's why I was like, I don't think just from your phone, but maybe if we got headphones and blared it in the headphones. So she'll run inside and grab some like Bose fucking headphones. I don't know. She has a good credit rating. She probably has some. And
what's your credit rating?
46, 47.
Oh, okay.
47.
Yeah, we'll give you some nice. I don't know. Yeah, you
Noise
definitely don't have Bose. Let me tell you that.
Surround sound.
Spend thousands of dollars on headsets.
It's not thousands of dollars.
No, but I have a pair of Bose wireless headphones, and I'm a fucking receptionist.
Yeah, well,
They're not that expensive.
They're
you
not that
didn't buy
expensive.
those. Hey,
Yes, I did.
those were
Right.
back in the day. They were super expensive for us back in the day. Bose is still top quality.
Yeah, there are only a few. I think I spent $200 on them.
I see.
But so she just goes and grabs like the wireless headphones and fuck, what was that? Oh, sorry. My dog came in through the dog door and I just heard like a bam from the dog door. So she goes in, grabs it, and they probably would already be connected to her cell phone because they just automatically save Bluetooth. And she would just go to Spotify or YouTube, I don't know, something, just type in some death metal shit and then like turn it all the way up and put it over his ears.
Okay. Well.
What the fuck are you doing?
Trust me!
North, I need you to calm down. Put out a cigarette, too.
Just give him a cigarette. Put it in his mouth. He'll be fine.
No, I just put the cigarette
I
out.
grab my half.
He's seizuring with
He
a
doesn't-
cigarette
I
and
don't think he
headphones.
has a cigarette in his mouth as he's having a seizure. I think it fell out of his mouth a while ago.
No, he said put the cigarette out. He's wanting you to do something so you'll calm down.
So
Oh.
as Kate comes back out with a pair of headphones and places it over his ears and turns on music. I mean, you guys can hear it through the headphones on his head, so it's pretty loud. You notice almost immediately a change in the experiences you're witnessing right now. He kind of calms down a bit, stops flailing, and his breathing slows and becomes more steady. But he's definitely not out of whatever this is yet. It seems that he's probably stuck in some sort of like semi-unconscious state. And it's at this point that Aaron's like, he's grabbing his forehead with his hand and kind of wiping his brow, not quite able to grasp what's going on. He's like, it's just a fucking thing after another jam.
Aaron, are you okay? I need you here with me. I cannot have you start freaking out right now.
Sorry, I need to roll something for Aaron.
Fuck! Somebody else get some headphones!
Oh, shit.
Hang on now.
Can I... If I see that Aaron... Okay, so here's the thing. I read this once. It's a horrible practice, but it worked. Someone saw their friend going through a seizure and knocked them the fuck out, and it stopped the seizure.
Oh my gosh, no.
Don't knock him out!
No.
Here's the thing. I actually read the whole... Like, a doctor made a paper on it, and I read it. If you shut down the brain has... There's nothing to seize.
Well, yeah.
What kind of doctor do you have to be to say, hey, let's punch this guy in the face, see if he
No,
knocks
it happened, and the doctor explained why. Hey, I'm a gangster, I'm not a doctor.
People who don't punch their seizure victims in the face make me sick.
I'm sure that he lost his doctor's license.
Yeah.
Paper. It wasn't someone with a. It wasn't a doctor that punched the patient. It was someone who punched their friend, and the doctor researched it and made a paper on it explaining why it worked.
Real friends punch their friends when they're having a seizure.
Apparently they were high as fuck. The guy started seizing. He fucking clocked them because he got scared.
He's like, I
do this out of love.
As somebody who has like a seizure type disorder, I'm just gonna tell Chris to do that next time I start seizing.
Just punch me.
Let's just test it out. FYI, Ricky said this works.
Punch me in the face.
Hey,
That'll solve
I read
everything.
this on a paper online. It was from an actual doctor. I have yet to test any hypothesis.
They gotta write their papers on something.
Is it peer reviewed? It's the question.
I don't know.
It does.
It just came out. It was fresh off the printer when
Just
I
make
read
it your thesis. Just make it your thesis. Just like just punching people in the face stops seizures.
I bet they wrote a previous paper on kicking people in the dick when they're seizuring to see if that works.
Me trying to get my PhD in psychology. This is why I think that this works.
All right. So speaking of remedies, so yes, he slows, like his whole bodily movements kind of slow down a bit, and now you're left with sort of an unconscious Ollie. People wondering what the fuck is going on, and
yeah, Tommy, what happened?
And then Aaron is just like looking real rough.
yeah, he's getting a little stressed.
Does he look like it's because of the thing, or is it just because of the situation?
He's just kind of got that quintessential, like his hands are behind his head, and he's got his elbows pointing out and up, just kind of walking back and forth, going.
Hey, Ollie's out. You might as well take the headphones off of Ollie, put it on him.
Oh my god, that's so funny. But like, who's to say that if I take it off, it won't start again?
Oh, we're about to find out.
I might do it just by, like, just see.
Zim, would it be okay for us to know beforehand, or do we have to fuck around and find out?
You gotta fuck around and find out.
Sweet.
You heard them, man.
Keep them on.
I can't just give you all the answers here. You gotta be like, hey, what if I do this?
Honestly, in character, Kate cares more about Aaron than she does Ollie. Shit, she might take the headphones off.
Shit, alright.
Are you gonna reach for the headphones?
Immediately as you take his headphones off. No, I'm just kidding.
Alphonse stops her from touching him.
Yeah, Gabe too.
Alphonse is like, what are you doing?
No, she takes the headphones off. Go ahead.
I'm gonna take the headphones off and just like put them on Aaron just to see what happens. And Aaron's probably gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But she's gonna do it anyways.
Playing metal music.
They'll play metal music.
Listen, Kate's headphones will never be the same, dog. They will never sound the same after this.
Right, so your little experiment unfolds. You take the headphones off of Ollie, put them on Aaron. Ollie appears to just continue to remain unconscious. Whereas Aaron is looking at you. He's got this wide-eyed stare going on as soon as you throw this like blaring music. It's just like, and you hear this particularly screamy part come through the headphones, like, yeah. And he's just like, Jesus, what the holy moly with this?
Interesting taste, Kate.
Alphonse Panzo looks around the area and goes, "Is everybody okay?"
Tommy's just even more confused now, because he's like, why? What the fuck is it with the headphones?
I say Dave would go over to Kate and say, "What is the deal with the headphones?" And Tommy, what the heck happened?
Hey, we were just sitting here smoking. He said he was seeing something. I saw something weird. There was something weird with the shadows. I can't tell you what I saw. He saw something else, and then he just started seizing.
Good. Kate.
This is gonna sound really weird, but there's something going on, and it takes over people's minds, but loud noise prevents it from happening further. So that's why this asshole over here, and she points over to Ollie, is always running around with his car, blaring music all the way up. So that is why I did that. And as you can see, he's calm now. And then Aaron over here, and he's probably just like, what the fuck is happening? Can't hear what I'm saying because the music's too loud. Looked like he might be going into something, so I just thought, I mean, it can't really help him anymore. He's unconscious, so might as well give it to Aaron.
Aaron takes
That's fine.
a few seconds with the headset on, and then he takes it off. And he's just staring at you continuously, Kate. He doesn't know what's going through your mind currently.
He's probably like, this bitch has finally lost it. I saw it coming for the last few years, and it's finally happened.
And he just takes them off and hands them to you. He says, "You know, Kate, I don't remember you being into any kind of music like this."
I'm not. How's your head feeling? Do you feel like you might be about to go into a murderous rage?
Fine. It's just a bit of a headache, I guess.
Okay, but that's also, I might need you to keep the headphones on if that's the case.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Headphones are the cause of the headache.
You can change the music.
You can change the music. It's fine. I panicked there for a second. I didn't want that to happen to you because, you know, obviously you're more important to me than he is. And like, she's just kind of rambling at this point.
He just looks at you. He says, "You got any smooth jazz?"
Yeah, like jazz.
Yes, but you do have to still listen to it at a very loud level.
Fine. At least I can tolerate that.
She does it. Just changes it on her phone, puts it back on his head.
I don't know, like fucking Coltrane or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Anyways, here's a Wonderwall.
Yeah, here's the way it says. Ah, you're my Wonderwall. Oh, sorry. I'm done.
Tommy just looks at Kate like, you got horrible taste in music.
Listen, this isn't her actual music. This is just her randomly finding stuff on Spotify. You know?
Anyways, let's kind of expedite things here a little bit. So, how does everyone feel by just kind of jumping forward a little bit in time?
I can do a time skip.
That's fine.
Sure.
Sure.
And we can say that Aaron doesn't have to have them on all the time, but at least like around his neck, ready to go for when he starts feeling not himself.
Right, yeah. So what would actually happen, I would say, is during this little time skip, you guys just get that information from Kate. You learn that it appears that sound is of great importance when it comes to deflecting whatever this thing is, whatever is going on. It seems that sound dampens the effects drastically. Ollie, I mean, he's still unconscious, and you guys don't want to leave him like this. I mean, he probably does need to be monitored by some sort of healthcare professional. So you decide that it's in your best interest to kind of regroup, recuperate, get him over to Overton surgery, see if the doc there can at least keep him stable and monitor his vitals for the time being.
Is there can I search Ollie's car to see if there's any headphones or anything in there that maybe we can just ask the doctor to keep on him, just, like under the guise of like, oh, maybe the music will wake him up. Like, I don't know.
Right. Okay, roll me a spot hidden. All of you can, if you're all searching his vehicle, that is.
I've been rolling very good spot hiddens the entire game. I feel confident. You see what I'm saying? Success, baby!
That's 2.
Hard success.
Alright, so yeah, he's got a whole manner of...
I have not rolled below an 80 this entire time.
Well, you did get clocked upside the head just like 2 seconds ago.
He's got like these...
little lot.
He's got a couple of sets in his car that appear to be just old and probably broken. I mean, one piece, like the entire earpiece is snapped off of the actual band, the headband, so it's just kind of dangling. So that's not going to work. And then you find another one. It's like this old Walkman headset. It's like we're talking tiny ass metal silver band. With these little padded earmuff looking things. And it's got wires coming out of it. So this is old school.
I mean, does it play music? Because...
It does. It plays music.
Tommy probably has like multiple or like at least a pair. I can definitely buy more. But they're probably not on him.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I personally, in real life, I work slightly over minimum wage, and I have like 3 or 4 pairs of headphones in my house. So I'm sure I would have more than one, but I don't know if that works in game.
Ollie is a juvenile delinquent and someone who's bounced around homes his entire life and probably is a sucker for a good old bout with supposed authority.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got these things, but most of it's not count. But you do find a viable pair of headphones that you can just hand over to the doc at Overton Surgery, and he says, "Of course, yes. Is there anything else I should know? Do you have any of his medical history? I've not seen him in for a while." Semen, yes.
You said semen? I have not
semen
seen
twice. I've not seen him in a while.
I don't think I have any medical history on him.
That's right. And you said he just had a seizure, yes?
Yes, but I remember him telling me that he's played music in the past. People have played music for him in the past, and it helps him wake up faster. So if you put those headphones on him, he'll do probably a lot better with waking up.
Oh, well, all right. It's not the strangest request I've had before. And this is the same guy that you saw.
Take the guy at the bar.
Yes, exactly. Ambulancing the dude away.
Does he say anything when he sees me?
He says, "Oh, well, how are you feeling? I mean, I know you probably caught a good bout or two the other night."
No, he didn't get to touch me.
Meanwhile,
Right.
Kate's face is becoming black and blue at this point.
She snaps. His like nose is like it kind of swelling.
Listen, at this point, her head slammed against the window in the car earlier that morning, and now she got fucking whopped in the face. Like, Kate's head is not. She probably has a concussion at this point.
So, yeah, he totally complies with your requests. In fact, his main goal is just to make sure everyone's comfortable. And Ollie is, you kind of leave him with the doc. He's in a recovery room that's off of one of the main halls there. And the doc explains that the moment he wakes up or becomes lucid, that he will contact you.
Sounds good.
And it's at this point that the evening is kind of finished up and it's become nighttime, and the market fair has ended, and we're now shifting into just a totally new day. Overton is shutting down for the day, and there's a quiet unease amongst all of you.
Zim,
Yes.
I'd like to go to the inn, look for the musician.
Yeah, we'll get there. Just 1 second.
All right.
Ooh.
I just thought you were ending the day.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Gabe would also tell them about Elizabeth and her drawings and how she drew the monster.
All right, so we'll say that after the day's kind of events unfolded and everyone got super stressed for the time being, you all just kind of briefly parted ways to go and gather yourselves. For example,
Kate's not letting Aaron out of her sight at this point, now that she thinks he's going to get possessed.
Yep, that's fine. In fact, he insists on sticking around anyways, seeing as he doesn't have a case to investigate anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So he is stuck with you guys, so to speak.
Let's go.
And as everyone goes about their daily life, not really trying to change too much about it, even though everything is changing, you all decide to reconvene later that day, probably around like 10 o'clock or so at night at the White Horse Inn. And as you all eventually make your way inside those doors, Patrick gives you the salute and welcome, and the kind of gestures towards the one table that you guys have always kind of prized amongst a lot of things here in Overton. Just your table. It's almost like your area of refuge away from the turmoil in your life. And you all gather. And I suppose, Kate, if you would like to. Or was it, shit, sorry.
What?
Oh man, drawing a blank here.
Wait,
Elizabeth's drawings?
Yes, there we go. Jesus.
Where are we meeting again? Like, where are we reconvening?
In
the White Horse Inn. Yep. One thing that you immediately notice as you all get inside the inn is that for a Saturday night, the inn's not particularly busy. It's usually a lot more busy than this. It's almost hard pressed to find a seat in the place during a normal Saturday. But this time around, you're almost the only ones in the place. There's like 2 or 3 others, but that's it. And that's amongst several dozens of seats.
This doesn't look good.
Patrick notices you all enter and gestures, towards your usual table. He smiles, but obviously his smile is veiling a almost contemptible mood because he's not getting the business that he usually is. He's very surprised and almost maybe a little concerned. You guys take your seats. Ian happens to stroll in around this moment. And he immediately notices you at your seats and walks over. Says, folks, how are we doing this evening?
Sir?
Okay, sir.
Takes a seat. Gestures to Patrick. Patrick nods. Says, so, what did we find out? Anything interesting?
You could say that.
I don't think interesting is the word I would use.
Because I found some interesting stuff too. I did a little digging myself.
Oh.
What did you find out, Ian?
You first.
Oh. Well, we had quite a snafu last night.
Explain.
Well, oh god, what was his name? Ollie? Ollie had a seizure right in front of us.
That was today.
It was today, yeah.
Oh my god, today. Alright.
We're meeting at like
10 o'clock. It's 10
yeah,
o'clock.
10 o'clock at night.
Okay, yeah, so it's been a very eventful day. Ollie had a seizure this evening. All is well though. We got him over to Overton surgery and he's being monitored. Thanks to Kate's quick actions.
Poor little punk. Sorry to hear that. That's... Any news on our investigation?
What investigation is he referring to? Like
What's going on in town?
general? Oh, yeah.
He's kind of under the same pretense that everyone else is, and
Alright.
that is, that something fucky's going on here.
So the vicar is not as saintly as he seems.
As soon as you say that, not only does Ian kind of perk up and shift a little bit, almost uncomfortably in his seat, you see every other individual inside the tavern. There's like 2
I
or
would
3
not
others.
have said this loud enough for everyone in the tavern to hear.
Well, that's the thing is, you can hear everything in a quiet tavern. So you just see 2 people, just casually enjoying their beverages, but they just glance over their shoulders.
Kate's kind of glaring at Tommy, because why would you say that in a public space, my guy?
Listen,
Linda.
Listen, you think Tommy? First of all, he's not talking about crimes, drugs, or women. To him, no, this doesn't seem like anything anyone would believe, because he himself, he's seen it, he doesn't believe it. So like he still doesn't grasp the severity of the situation.
Right. Well, nonetheless, as soon as Kate tells you that probably not the best venue for such a conversation, these 2 individuals at the bar, rather burly looking men, they just glance over their shoulders at you, kind of go scoff a little bit, and then turn back to their drinks.
The fuck you want?
Ooh.
She reaches over and smacks him upside the head. Just pow.
You hear
like
the
training a dog.
scraping. You hear the scraping of a stool chair leg across the floor. One of them has gotten up out of his seat, and he grabs his beer, and he turns, just kind of leaning against his chair, looking at the group, you guys. He says, just looking at someone who apparently hates the vicar.
I'm so sorry. If I am so sorry for my friend here. He just moved back to town, and he kind of has a troubled history. So we just, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's very slow.
He's not all there.
He's staring at the party like, nah. Because now y'all are like embarrassing him. He's like, nah, he's not gonna stand for it. He gets up. And what if I don't like the vicar?
Tommy, sit your ass down.
Ooh.
Tommy, this isn't the time or the place.
Well, hang on. Let him. You guys, just so we know, you guys can say your piece. He can say his piece. But what's going to happen is going to happen. So, the guy steps forward and kind of approaches the table. He doesn't get too close. He just kind of has a foreboding presence about him. And you can see Patrick's face just like over his shoulder. You can see on his face, he's just like, oh boy, do I need to get my gun?
I need to get my gun. Don't worry, Patrick, I got mine right here, dog.
Dogs can.
So this guy, you've never seen him before. He approaches and he says,
"Is he not a local?"
He is a local. You just don't. Maybe you don't remember him, or you've never seen him around here. He just walks up, takes a couple big sips off of his beverage, and he says, "You a churchgoer?"
Do I look like a churchgoer?
Kate is cringing so hard right now. She just wants to disappear into the floor.
By the way, fun fact about Tommy, he's wearing like jackets and whatnot, but like since this is an open jacket, you can see as his like shirt neck kind of goes down. He's full of tattoos, dog. He does not look like a good Christian boy.
Right.
He is no Boy Scout.
He says, "You're lost, aren't you?"
I know exactly where I'm standing. Do you?
Yes.
It's gonna be a fight.
I do. In a bar.
Look
with
at that.
friends.
Neither of us are lost.
Oh my god. He's gonna get smacked in the face.
He just simply smiles. He's not.
Be you taking any head trauma this time?
He may not even quite like register what you're saying to him. He could potentially be halfway in the bag as it is. He just knows one path currently, and that's you insulted the vicar. So, he says, every Sunday I go. Every fucking Sunday. Never miss it.
Good for you, dude.
Bring my wife. I bring my kids. They
What
don't.
to say? What to say?
This whole town doesn't miss church.
Well, if you're coming here looking for a fight, I'm pretty sure Jesus wouldn't do that.
What he said.
Jesus.
He looks to you, James, and he says, you're right. Which is why I'm being so cordial. Watch what you say about the vicar.
Alphonse goes, yeah, thanks for inviting us. We'll check it out sometime. Thanks. Yeah.
He goes to turn away, but then he turns back and he says, "You don't want to be saved, do you?"
He's saying that towards Tommy, right?
Just everybody in general. He probably views you all as a bunch of sinners.
I'll look at the guys and be like,
yeah, we are the misfits.
If God was up there, I wouldn't have this scar.
You have that scar precisely because God is up there.
Oh fuck nah! This guy's just asking for it now.
Yeah, he just Tommy's about to fucking lose his shit on
I'm
him.
about to.
I said my piece. I'm not getting involved anymore.
Kate just wants to keep the peace because we still were saying just a little bit ago, we're like, we need to investigate him carefully. If it gets out that we were up in here talking shit about the vicar, like, he's gonna know.
Yeah.
It gets out that Tommy Thorpe, the known troublemaker in town, who comes from like the trailer park of the town, got thrown by his mother into a fireplace, insulted the vicar. I don't think that's like big news.
Well, here's the thing: is Aaron, is getting very aggravated at this, and Ian's remaining quiet. I mean, he's drinking his drink. He's letting everything unfold. He just, he's waiting to see things. But Aaron, however, he looks at you, Kate, and he looks at you, Tommy, and he stands up and he actually approaches this guy, gets close to him.
Kate just tries to go up and grab, like as he stands up, tries to grab his wrist and be like, "Fucking stay out of it, my guy."
He shakes your hand off.
Ouch.
And he gets close and he just says, "Oi, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you do not command anything of these people. You can sit all high and mighty in your fucking church pew every Sunday like a good little boy. Or you could do something to help the fucking world instead of commanding it like it's your bitch."
Oh, god damn.
Kate would never admit it, but she was impressed by that speech.
Maybe.
The guy looks a little dumbfounded. Yeah, like he wasn't prepared for someone to actually assault his religion. At least in this particular way.
Oh, I'm gonna be such a...
The guy's starting to look aggressive.
Actually, if you all would like to roll just a quick psychology.
Okay.
Guys, it's my time to shine. Let's fucking go.
Where's my brain?
Things with the church. We don't need
Yes!
Nice.
This guy is definitely gonna swing at Aaron. And in fact, you read the body movements. He kind of puts his right leg behind him and cocks his arm a little bit.
Kate's gonna do something stupid. She's gonna step in front of Aaron.
Oh my god, Kate.
Quick question, before this happens, Tommy, gang leader, got into a lot of fights. I know I failed the psychology, but this is something I think he would know.
Okay, then you're gonna roll me a let's go with a brawling.
Yeah, can I roll a brawl?
Can I also?
Hang on. One thing at a time. Yes, all of you seeking to attempt to stop this guy from attacking Aaron, roll a brawl.
As he turns, can I fucking clock him in the jaw? Like, as he winds this punch back and just...
You can do what you want, just everyone roll a brawling.
It's not really a brawl for me. I'm literally just gonna be stepping in front of him.
Yes, you are willingly taking damage.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Tommy really said, "You gonna die."
Okay.
Hard success, let's go.
Okay. by sheer numbers, and by everyone having a bit more common sense than this guy does, because he's already like halfway in the bag, possibly not realizing what he's doing or even who he's talking to, he gets ready to throw that punch, but you guys are on him like fucking flies on stink. He goes to throw the punch, and Aaron, as well as Alphonse, and pretty much everyone else, actually, you're all on your feet, getting ready to prevent.
There's just screech.
Aaron and Alphonse are the first to grab this guy's arm and pull him down from kind of his position of a little bit of an aggressive stance. At this point, you guys all wrestle him to the ground, and Patrick has had enough of this shit. He is just he's had a long day too. He's done. So he goes over. He just simply says, "Get this fucker out of my shop now. We're closed. Everyone, just pay your tabs. Get out. We're done." And yeah, you guys just kind of muscle this guy outside. You make him leave his drink that he had in his hand, which is all spilled all over him at this point, by the way. And he kind of gets shoved out the door. And Patrick is... Yep, go ahead.
Say hi to your wife for me.
Oh my god.
Not go over well.
He said God intended for me to have this guard dog. Nah, fuck him.
Oh man.
Did you say that nobody knew who he was? He's a townie, but nobody recognized him?
Tommy
at
did
least
recognize
Tommy
him.
did not. No. If you guys want, you can roll me a no roll, which is just simply an education.
Okay.
You say a no roll?
No, yes, education check.
Jesus Christ, back above 80.
Oh my god.
I have I have rolled things where I have 80 in it, and I have been failing tonight. What the fuck?
Yes, it seems that the tables have turned.
Yep, hard success for Gabe.
At least this one's not that big of a deal.
And success for James.
Not everything. I failed plenty of my rolls.
Enough, though.
Alright, so Gabe, you know this guy. He's actually kind of a piece of shit. He's known around town to cause a lot of disturbances and get particularly drunk, and kind of get in people's faces and, just disturb the peace. And his name is Peter Telge.
That's definitely a good Christian boy right there.
He does have a rap sheet. You know he does. Assault and battery, simple assault. He even has resisting arrest, a non-violent resisting arrest charge.
Yep. Oh, best be pushing him out, Gabe would say.
Peter doesn't have a codex in Chronica.
No, he does not. He does not have a codex.
Is Telgy Telgy?
Telge. And for the record, I will say that because I hate to say it, but because this campaign's moving in the pace that it is, I may not even really need to put any new NPCs in the fucking Chronica. I don't even know if you'll be able to get to the council members, let alone anyone else.
Are we moving too fast?
No, well, not too fast. I mean, there's really no such thing as too fast and things like this, but no, I would actually say you guys are moving at a pretty good pace. You don't really need to concern yourselves fully with certain things that will be going on. Like, for example, this is why I wanted to kind of advance time a little bit so we could get to the next day and the next phase of certain things. So, yeah, things that you see in the Chronica will become relevant eventually. They just need to have their day in the sun, so to speak.
Yeah, okay. So, as I was saying, as we're tossing him out, say, at least this time, Peter, you didn't hit an officer. Just go home, get sober,
yeah,
and sleep it off.
he just kind of is shoved away, and the door's open, and Ian is there. Everyone's there. He's being very, very well monitored.
Yeah, homie was like, "You cannot."
Also, how dumb was he to go up to a table with 2 active officers, a officer
3.
consultant, and a retired officer?
Very dumb.
That's
the town
thing.
hero too, because like, isn't like Ian like the fucking town legend?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a legend in the town. But here's the other thing. Apparently, people are capable of doing a wide range of things with what's been going on lately.
Here's the thing, this man, I don't know if he is a troublemaker, but enough to like go to a table full of cops and probably one of the scariest looking dudes in Overton right now,
Yes.
and pick a fight for the vicar. We didn't even insult the man. We insulted I didn't insult the man. I insulted the vicar.
Yeah, he's also drunk too, so.
Yes, but there's a certain level of like there's a certain level of drunk where you know there's cops there, and like you don't fuck with cops, you know?
Well, his rap sheet speaks for him alone. Resisting arrest and all that.
But that was non-violent arrest. He was
Exactly,
just
it's
about
not
to punch a
violent, it's just-
detective.
Yeah, I don't think he's
fucking
thinking
ran.
of consequences.
Yeah, he just ran from the cops.
Typically,
Uh-huh.
typically nonviolent arrests in this day and age, and you would know this, Kate and Gabe, nonviolent arrests are often associated with drunken arrests, like sort of like drunk and disorderly in public stuff.
So is this like this guy's a Muslim? Like, I guess Gabe would know. Is this guy's thing, like getting drunk and picking fights?
Pretty much, yeah. He's got a bit of a hothead. He has opinions. You know, everyone's assholes are like opinions. Everyone has one.
To be fair, we instigated the fight.
I wouldn't say we.
I definitely did.
A little bit.
I definitely did. I definitely did. I'm not gonna lie.
I am saying Gabe is slapping in the back of the head once we walk out.
I think I don't know if it's a bit of a. I don't know if it's a bit of a stretch, but I just think I just thought like the vicar's influence, like he's getting followers, dog, and people will die for the vicar.
So
is what I'm thinking.
That being said, you guys wanted to touch base on something now that you reconvened, yes?
Yeah. Meanwhile, just so you know, Kate is like, as they're walking out, she's gonna be like chastising Aaron and be like, "This idiot doesn't know any fucking better, but you do, and you just started a fucking bar fight."
He looks at you and he says, "Well, you don't trust me."
She just glares at him. You know that's not what happened.
Well, he's a drunken asshole. Well, I can take him.
You're still an officer, and you should not be trying to make a situation worse.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
You just made Patrick close up shop early.
Right. Sorry.
And she might not appreciate it, but I do. Tommy says from the distance, she might not appreciate it, but I do, homie. I love you.
Tommy's over here with like hearts in his eyes, and he's like, "If Kate doesn't tap that, I will."
Oh my god.
I think Gabe would speak up and then say, "Oh, that aside, should we finish what we were going to talk about? Since we're at least more alone."
Ian's like, yeah, as much as I love all of you, playing fuck around with each other.
Well, to make it short, Ian, the stuff we found out, I don't really think you believe us. Even if we told you and showed you.
He says, well, I saw the video of the other thing, and that was troublesome. So I don't think there's anything you could show me that wouldn't be the same. Or worse.
The vicar was levitating, and he was not carving crosses.
And he has something behind him.
So you guys discuss. You go over the gritty details of what went down, what was on the video, what people saw, what they think it is, how they can explain and connect the dots. And time goes by a little bit. And even Patrick kind of engages a little bit while you all are enjoying your beverages. It's literally just you guys after a short while.
Oh, so he's letting us stay but kicked everybody else out?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh,
we're the favorite.
Oh yeah. Also, Gabe does bring up the drawings.
Okay. So you do so, and Ian just has this look on his face of maybe slight disbelief. He's like, he says, "Are you telling me a kid, just a mere child, was able to see this thing you're talking about?"
Yes, sir. It's just I thought they were just random weird kid drawings. Till I saw that monster she drew long before that video. In that video.
At this point, you're looking over Ian's shoulder, and you can see that Patrick is acting a bit nervous. He's
no, don't hold me.
He's cleaning some glasses. After washing them, he's just kind of wiping them free of any moisture. But he's sweating a bit, and you can see that he's darting glances over at your table.
He has a jukebox, right?
He does have a jukebox.
Go turn that jukebox on.
Seeing Patrick like that, Gabe was look towards him and say, "Are you okay over there, Patrick?"
He looks at you inquisitively and then says, "Actually, no. If I can be forthright with you, a man came into the inn today looking for you. Mentioned you by name specifically."
Just Gabe?
No, he actually seems to be gesturing to everybody.
What did this man look like?
Well, he had a trench coat on, and somewhat shorter, I guess. Maybe a little bit less tall than me.
Well, did he
Not a
leave
deep
a
voice.
message?
No message. Just simply that he was looking for you.
Did he say where we could find them?
No.
Quick question: Does the description like lead to someone else we might know? Like does it click to anyone, to any of us?
So after he describes a little bit further, he says that he was wearing kind of a trench coat. He had a hat on, and he had somewhat longer hair that was obscuring his face. He didn't really ask any questions beyond the normal, or do you know these people? Where can I find them? And sort of like a thank you, and that's it. You get the sense that Patrick is maybe concerned for you, and he says, "I don't know, it just seems that you might be under the thumb of the authorities."
Oh no. Kate's gonna look at the rest of us that were with Ollie at that point and be like, "Do you think it's that that company. What was their name? I know out of character. I know the name. I'm just gonna.
Yep. So Ollie's not there, but
the other two that were there at the same time.
Correct. Yes, he mentioned something about this kind of really obscure, almost secret organization known as Delta Green.
That sounds like a fucking dispensary.
But did one of you three say that name?
And yeah, kind of mentions that he didn't give any information at all about who he was or who he worked for or why he was there, just simply that he was looking for these individuals. Meaning you.
Kate's gonna be like, oh yeah, their name was like Delta Green, I think.
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm not sure. Ollie was saying something about that we were being watched and it was a government organization that was watching us, but there's not a whole lot known about them.
I'm gonna look over to Aaron. I was like, you know what this is?
Aaron looks just as puzzled as you are, and he says, fuck no. This was only some rambling coming from Ollie himself. I can't say that any of it was truthful at all.
Maybe I can do a little bit of research into this Delta Green online.
Ooh, quick question. Have I ever been under the crosshairs of Delta Green in my life?
Roll me a...
Education?
No, roll me a D100.
Just straight up D100.
Yep, straight up D. Give me the D.
Just straight D? Is that all you want?
Give me the D.
44!
44, you said?
Yeah.
44 Did Alphonse have any connections to them?
Oh, he was in the military.
I'll tell you what, actually, Alphonse, yeah, you would be the only other person in this group that might be able to have something. So roll me a D100.
Listen, the military hides shit all the time.
They can't.
Absolutely.
Military hide stuff from themselves, within themselves.
What about my investigative reporting if I ever come across?
Last time,
actually, that does make sense as well. If you can make the argument. Sorry.
Last time we already checked that. Quinn had a contact that experienced something paranormal. They said, and then the contact said that Delta Green had to come and talk to them, and that was the only thing that she knew.
Sweet, I'll push with that.
Okay.
It's good enough. It's something.
That does work. So yeah, you three can definitely roll.
Okay, so I already rolled.
Okay. Yep.
Are we looking for high or low?
44. Oh, well, you always want the lowest possible. Well, but with this D100, I'm not going to tell you what you need. Yep, that's right. 44, and then Gabby, you know how to roll a D100, right?
You guys don't have to write it down. You guys just click the dice on the left, and it'll just.
Or the dice, yeah. Otherwise, it's slash roll, and then 1D100.
Or slash.
Or slash R. Yeah.
Yep.
Jinx.
Meanwhile, Kate's looking over at Aaron because he just said that our captain just called off the investigation, and now we're hearing that some random person's coming and looking for us. So if it is Delta Green, could Delta Green have been the one that called off our investigation?
I'm assuming so. You're more likely, yeah. Because if it's Delta Green's a government entity, that's dealing with paranormal. Mm-hmm.
So Kate would kind of give Aaron a look and hope that he kind of understood what she was saying, and if not, she can tell him later. Or they can use this as the opportunity to tell everybody that they have called off the investigation.
Oh yeah, how's Ian looking?
Ian is one of those individuals that really just likes to take everything in, doesn't say much until he has to.
He's probably napping.
Dark end of the table.
Okay, Grandpa.
Hey, geezer, wake up! I'll elbow him.
Cthulhu, Dagon.
What?
Like shit.
Everyone just goes
Holy
quiet staring at
moly!
him.
Also, there's the rolls. Kinda close, too.
Alright, so what are the results? We got a 44,
A 30 and a 40.
30, and a 40. Okay, so those are all successes, I take it?
Okay.
I don't know. You just told
Oh,
them
right.
100.
Oh, gee, I am very sorry. A quick little brain fart there. Alright, so... 40, okay. You have... The fuck? Sorry, I'm hearing a fire engine right now?
Oh.
We will.
Uh-oh. Got a fire going on.
Fire truck.
Somebody's burning trash.
No! Alright, so D100. Sorry, I got a little distracted there for a moment.
How do we know Delta Green?
There's really weird similarities with some bits of like news clippings and conversations with people who are like ex-government entities, and even some experiences within the military, Alphonse, that lead you to believe that there's just more to the American government than meets the eye. Obviously.
Oh, wow, this is an American government entity.
Am
But,
I able to research what Delta Green might possibly be, like maybe on the dark web or something?
You can roll me a computer use, yes.
Oh no, guys! I don't know he's gonna pass.
No. Well, he might get 100. We'll see.
No.
That's the word.
Tristan.
Oh my God!
Tristan.
I'm gonna push
You-
Tristan.
You jinxed it.
It's just about aliens.
You trying to push it? You can try and push it, dog.
Alright.
You get all the
Instead of using
conspiracy
luck.
theories.
Failure. Who said it?
Tristan.
It
I'll
wasn't
call
me.
you out, dog.
If you would like to push it, which I mean, I'm sure you probably can, but what do you do to push it? Like, what's I'd imagine you're probably like calling in the big guns, like setting out a few worms.
Yeah, I'm checking like fucking 4chan and stuff like that, probably.
4chan. Okay. The real dark web.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick, you said it was the American government or just the government?
Well, that's the thing is, you don't really know yet. Because the person who supposedly approached Patrick was American. He said that he spoke with an American accent.
Listen, I'd name drop some forums, but like, I'm pretty sure we'd all get investigated. Probably indicted too.
Yep, but not by them.
Trust me,
So-
it's not gonna be Delta Green.
Jeff, go ahead and roll your computer use again.
Come on!
Get deep
believe
down
in
in
you,
the
Jeff.
deep
Let's
web.
go!
Hey, okay.
That's better.
All right. So, would you like to use any luck? Because unfortunately, a normal success is not going to do it.
Yeah, you know what? I will.
How much you
It's
gonna
a hard
spend?
success.
You're going to need a hard success on this. So that will bring you. So it would be, let's see, I think it's half, right? Is it 45? I think it's
Yeah.
half. Yep.
Ooh, that
Damn,
luck.
that's a lot of luck, dog.
That's a lot of luck. I don't know if I would spend that much.
How many times can you push a roll?
I don't
You can only push once.
Misclick. My bad.
That's right. Yeah, you can only push rolls once. But you can add as much luck as you want into your roll, provided that you have enough luck to do so, and provided that you don't want to totally waste all of your luck.
I
Gabe
have,
just fucking shoots the ceiling.
Right now.
I have a request that we put in the NPC codex. Right now, Owain is marked as friendly.
Okay, well, I'll get on that.
He's a nice kid.
He's a little blonde boy that wants to be good. He just wants to be a good person, no matter the cost and how many bodies he has to stack up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna push my luck. I think I'll just.
That's a lot of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then we will do this. James, you throw out all these different search bots and programs that you've created yourself and search the dark web high and low. You know, these are really sophisticated algorithms that your programs are using, so they would have spotted something if there was anything, but there's nothing.
So these guys are super secret then.
Right?
I mean, that kind of.
Surface net.
Oh, I was just saying that kind of actually fits, though, that we wouldn't,
Yeah.
you know, like have information on them.
And as soon as you see that 0 results returned prompt on your computer, you're like, shit.
Yeah, not gonna push my luck, but I was hoping to find, anybody mentioning it somewhere, like with some sort of like a paranormal story or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. You were on certain sites, and your algorithms kind of are programmed to search everything. But the mere fact that they didn't return anything is at least...
I mean, that could be a clue in itself.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I was getting at.
That makes sense.
Like, if there's 0... Like, the internet is vast and wide, and you can find so many things on the government being talking lizard people. The fact that there's nothing on this organization that can be,
That means it's real, dog.
Yeah, like they're up in there scrubbing it.
The other thing is, how does Ollie know about them?
Maybe he's one's.
They might have talked to him.
That's also possible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So after
What about Marianne?
Well, that too. Yeah, you could ask her. After prompting your computer to try and give you something on this subject matter, James, nothing seems to be returning, and nothing seems to be making any sense to anybody at this point.
Next thing you know, there's going to be some type of virus on his computer because Delta Green has some way to track when people look for them.
The FBI is going to be breaking my door down tonight.
He's been tracked.
I would say that you probably keep your tracks pretty well hidden. Especially with a computer.
At least you have like a VPN and a proxy server, dog. If you're deep searching the dark web, you need those.
Well, yeah, those are good things to have, but hey, that's also information that pretty much every ethical hacker has.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we will say that with everyone's ramblings and wild theories and even the drinks flowing, you converse lightly about what has transpired over the past day or two. Just how everything is... Go ahead.
So earlier, Aaron, or sorry, I had to think of his name for a second. Aaron said that he was okay with telling everybody else and kind of getting them more in the group. I might prod him to do that, especially with this conversation about Delta Green, so that I can be like, hey, yo, maybe Delta Green is the reason that this is getting shut down with no recourse.
Right, yeah. So as Patrick is getting ready to shut everything down and turn off the lights and close up shop, put the stools up on the bar, Aaron says, as he takes his last swig off of his final beer, he's probably a little bit tipsy at this point. He says, alright. Well, Kate's been bugging me all night to do this, so... You know the Penley case? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been shut down.
Why?
This guy. Why? Because we follow fucking orders. That's why. And he says, I don't know why, but I think maybe our next move should at least be Penley. We need to know what happened there. We need to truly know what happened there.
How do we get there? Besides...
Well, if it's been... sorry, go ahead.
Like I say, besides going through the woods or back roads.
Take Station Road.
If they're not investigating anymore, is there still a blockade?
That's actually kind of what I was getting at. If it's been shut down, then the local authorities won't be there, will they? So, if not, we can just simply slip in unnoticed and do our own little investigation. But therein lies the problem. If this so-called Delta Green is on site, they probably don't want us snooping around, wouldn't you say?
True. Though they are looking for us already.
Yeah. We would
They might
fall right
already
into
be
that.
expecting us.
Yeah, actually, my thoughts exactly. I think we should approach this with a bit more caution than we're giving it. Could be the booze talking. But I think we should go bold on this one.
I think it'd be silly to give up now.
Yeah, we've already come really far into this investigation.
I agree.
Agreed.
Aaron says, last I heard, the police detail was being cleared up, and that we wouldn't have to worry about any blockades. So that shouldn't be the problem now. However, if Delta Green is on site, we should try and at least come up with some sort of alternative plan to get where we need to go without bothering the wrong people.
Are there country roads into Penley? Would I know? Or would
Roll me a just a no, an education.
We all rolled that since we're all local.
Yep, sure. Everyone who's local, yeah, sure. Sorry.
Ooh, hard.
Extreme success for James.
James got an extreme.
All right.
James, what the fuck are you doing in the woods, dog?
So, James has got cameras in all the fucking places, you know.
He's got trail cams and shit.
Nah, he is Google Maps.
James is the guy that drives that car around that just scans the environment and maps it.
I literally drive the Google Maps vehicle.
You are Google.
You are the tech support of the town, are you not? So
Pretty much.
I wasn't the
Probably.
last
So, all right. Aaron says, yeah, that should work.
So James knew an alternative route.
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone kind of did. James, obviously knowing because he's had police experience and has visited other areas of town that normally would be not particularly well traveled by everyone who would be in Overton, but definitely those who are of a particular nature. So yeah, he knows of these back roads, and yes, everyone, including James. Yeah, James, you have done your thorough research into the town and all of its intricacies.
According to my research.
And there's plenty of ways to get where you need to go. Let's see here.
Some options then.
Correct. So, what we will do is you kind of have a heading. Everyone is at least briefly winding down a little bit from the day's events. And Patrick gives you another round on the house, kind of does so free-spirited, even joins in with you and drinks a pretty sizable pint before he truly closes up shop, shuts off the lights, ushers everybody outside the door, and closes up and locks the front door. Waves goodbye to everybody, gets in his car that's parked alongside the street there, basically right in front of the inn. And you all disperse.
I never got to see her.
I know, I'm sorry. You'll get there.
It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. I just think she's central to the story.
Kate's gonna ask Erin to stay with her that night because her anxiety is very high. Don't give me that look, Ricky.
Oh yeah, her anxiety.
Jesus. Okay. No, I get it. Okay.
So she has trauma, okay? Her brother died when she was not around to save him. And so she's gonna, she might play it as a guise of, oh, I don't feel safe. Please stay with me, you big, strong man. But really, she's trying to protect him because she feels like he's been acting off lately. And she knows that he's stressed and anxious, and she is too. And she just wants to keep a close eye.
Right. All right. I can accept that. And
Ricky,
Aaron will as well.
God.
I ship it, dog. I ship it.
When I teach you, Ricky.
Aaron will accept this as well. Okay, so everybody just kind of goes back to their homes. You bid farewell to everyone who you've been spending most of the day with. Your heads have been filled with just fucking utter nonsense of stuff that nobody should have to bear on their shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And when Aaron is about to leave, Kate, you goad him into staying with you, and he says, actually, honestly, I don't think I should be alone myself tonight either.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. I have a couch. I can pull out the couch, bed, pull out couch, pull out couch.
Well, I'm not. It's not too uncomfortable. You know this.
Don't make the homie sleep on the couch.
No, it's
Make the homie sleep on the couch.
Sleep in your bed. I mean, what? No, I'm just...
I mean, if you'd be more comfortable, you can stay in the bed with me, I guess.
He's more respectful than that. If anything, it would be like a total snuggle fest. Like he would maybe come in if you're feeling anxious and just hold you.
Yes, exactly. That's what we need.
I leaned too far back on my chair.
Ricky's like, it's happening.
It's happening, dog. It's happening.
Tonight.
It's not any of us.
No, so, yeah, we'll say that everyone kind of goes through their own turmoils when they depart to their bedrooms for the evening and try and get some sleep, however fleeting it might be. And Kate, your day was also quite pressing, and Aaron shared in that.
Mhm.
And you find yourself restless and unable to sleep at night. And it's not too long into the middle of the night that Aaron does kind of, he hears you kind of moaning and groaning and not really being able to sleep fully, get into, your REM cycle, and he's concerned too, and he's also alone as well. So he just kind of, he climbs into the bed with you, gets under the covers, and he puts his arm around your shoulder, and he doesn't force you close. Yeah, he just kind of pulls you close. He says, "You're my only friend here."
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think of what to say. I'm sorry. You're the only person I care about here, and I want to make sure that you're safe.
And he just simply nudges the back of your shoulder with his head, and he says, "I know. Please, don't worry yourself. Just get some rest."
We'll make it through this, won't we?
He just goes, "Kate, I just don't know anymore."
Tommy's in the background,
and that's where we're gonna fucking call it tonight.
Nice.
Let's go!
Nice.
I'm outside of Kate's window, like, let's go!
Hearing it.
Let's be honest, if I'm outside, if I were to be outside of Kate's window going, let's go, Gabe would be with me.
Tapping on the window, yeah! No.
Get it!
No, I'm just kidding. No, he totally, and that's the thing, is he totally doesn't encroach. He knows his boundaries. He knows that you're a good friend and that you would be accepting of such maneuvers, I guess.
I mean, let's be
he maneuvering for sure.
Listen, if it happens, it happens. It's like it's just that Kate has had so much trauma in her life that she's not going to jump right into something. They've been friends for a few years. Trauma bonds people together. Who knows? Maybe something could happen.
Also true. But I'm glad that the day is ending in the game, because I've been waiting for the new day to come.
I know.
Because I have shit planned for this day.
I'm surprised.
So,
Oh god.
yeah. You
I
just
don't like
wait.
I knew I was gonna say that.
Funny enough, I also learned something too. I could do with my keyboard.
Oh, pardon me. But
The
yes,
music-
tell us what you learned.
Did the music pause for anyone else?
No.
No.
Yeah, I could pause it on my own side then.
What?
Weirdly
Really?
enough. Yeah,
Really?
Are you
like for
fucking
me, I could.
kidding me right now?
Yeah, I could pause the music on my side for myself for some reason.
So I can just say, hey, listen to this. This is gonna be a key tie into the emotional state of the scene, and you can be like, no.
Yeah, I like that option. I see
Don't
the
feel like it.
piano is playing, but I can't do anything with it.
How did you pause it?
I mean, I know you can like go through and turn the volume all the way down too. Like you can turn the volume off.
Well, yeah,
It's usually what I do.
Why, Ricky? Why?
Because of the immersion. Because
I always have
music
it
helps me
profiled in
RP.
my head.
Yeah. But legitimately, on my keyboard, there's like a little play, fast forward, and whatnot button. I actually press the pause button, like, wait, music just stopped.
But where?
Clicked it again.
Where are they?
No, this is on my keyboard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! I can do it too! Holy shit!
Oh, I can too!
I'm not even gonna attempt.
Wait, what did you press?
Just the pause button on the keyboard?
Yeah. If your keyboard has it.
So it's a space bar?
No, it's pause. Like the actual,
at
like,
least
pause.
For my MacBook,
The
it's
media.
F8. Yeah.
The media pause. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
Interesting. This is actually good to know.
Oh, what's the timer for everyone else? Because it actually like pauses the music. It's not like it jumps back to like in with everyone else. Like now you're hearing something different.
Mine is
like at least on different times.
So I hope you guys realize that with a new Sunday comes a new sermon.
Oh my! Fuck! Oh shit! I gotta go to
it's a
church.
Sunday.
Listen, guys. I don't know if it's cool with y'all, but I'm gonna touch the vicar.
Are we all going to mass on Sunday now?
Yeah.
Like,
Front and center.
I guess we have to go, guys. Finally.
I feel like Kate would be nervous to be getting near the vicar right now because she doesn't want to do anything too soon that would make us lose our edge.
Yep.
Which is why she was a little bit upset about Tommy and Aaron starting to fight about the vicar.
Yeah.
Funny enough, did you know
Church on
what?
Sunday and beat the shit out of the vicar.
Yeah. So funny enough, would your character normally go to mass?
Ooh, are any of your characters Christians? Yeah.
Probably Gabe.
Let's say Alphonse used to, but then he got like messed up and stopped.
Then he went to war.
Yeah, like exactly. I mean, war probably exposed you to some things that would make you question the existence of God for sure.
Homie,
Kate,
what would they bring you closer to God or push you away?
He still thinks about it every now and then, but he doesn't go.
Kate personally does not even have any time for her personal life, let alone going to fucking church.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're totally immersed in all of your casework and all that shit. So yeah, I can see that.
I'm pretty sure
wouldn't
Tommy
be strange
would, like-
if you didn't go.
I'm pretty sure Tommy would like set him fire as soon as he like walked.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say Tommy is probably the least applicable for like churchgoers.
Oh no! After Aaron's speech, he might also be least applicable.
Yeah, good thing he's new here. Not gonna be expected to go there right away.
Aaron was fucking just like, don't you judge him sitting on top of your fucking pew. You
Well,
bitch.
Aaron, yeah.
He's like a good little boy in your fucking pew. I was like, Aaron? I was like, Zim? Or is that religious trauma I hear?
It's religious trauma. It absolutely is religious trauma. I cannot deny that.
Yup. I felt that I was over. I would never admit it in character, but I was like over here, like, yeah, fucking get him.
Yes, get him, kill them all, get him.
I won't admit it, but that was hot.
Oh man.
It's like Tommy's over here, like, damn, do I actually like men now?
Oh, fun fact about Tommy. Tommy's bisexual.
Let's go.
Look at that.
Tommy.
Now
Tommy's just a whore. Tommy will fuck anyone he finds attractive.
Tommy and I will have to fight for Aaron. Let's have a little fist fight out there.
No. Listen, you got Aaron. I got I got the musician over there. You know.
Oh, yeah,
it's,
the little
it's, it's fine. Yeah.
Aaron's an Eskimo.
Hmm?
The musician's name was.
Is it in the Chronicle?
Yeah, somewhere. She's not as an NPC, but she's in the notes. I think the last notes. from 8.
Claire, not Claire.
Clarence.
No. I see. This is what I mean. Like the game
Sophia.
has been Sophia. Yeah, it's been moving swiftly, so NPCs have kind of been a blur, and only certain ones are relevant currently.
So yeah, I got Sophia. You got a fucking Aaron. You know, it's like a shared run in Baldur's Gate. Everyone picks an NPC, and you know.
Well, I don't know, Quinn and James, they're kind of close. You know, that could turn into something.
Well, I mean, I hate to point this out, but they are husband and wife in real life.
They are married in real life. That's
kind of bound to happen, I suppose.
Who does Alphans have? We gotta find Alphans.
You have to come from animals.
What? Huh?
Wait,
no.
what?
No,
Wait,
no.
On that note, it's time to go.
No.
Gabe's gonna become.
His father's dead, probably.
Gabe's gonna become a stepfather. He's gonna get with Christine.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is everyone ready to flirt with Zim?
No, please stop.
I can't. No, there's like that's no, absolutely not.
Here's the worst part. I've been prepping.
No, that is a whole fucked up. Nope.
I've been looking at myself in the mirror.
I know that's mutual.
I've been flirting with Zim in the mirror, dog. I've been practicing in the mirror. Zim, I will make you blush. I will make you question I will make you question your fucking relationship, dog.
Oh man.
Just for a millisecond. You might not even your relationship, your sexual orientation, dog.
It's like, oh shit, yeah, I'm
and then
straight.
Back. It's just like I'm straight-ish. No, I'm straight. You know.
Next session, that's what's happening, I bet.
That's what's happening next session.
He's gonna find Sophia.
Questions everything.
Listen, fuck the Vicar. I'm gonna look for Sophia just for that.
So there's this meme that goes around in basically all of role-playing realms, and it is the DM says, "Roll me a charisma check," and the player says. Or rather, it is a result of a nat 20, and the player says, "Alright, I seduce this person," and then the DM says, "Alright, seduce me."
It's always like, listen, that's why we got Aaron, he's desperate. I don't gotta seduce him, he just likes me.
Yeah, he already likes you, so you're good.
I don't gotta do any of the work.
Listen, also, female.
Right, but it's easier to play a character that likes somebody than dislikes somebody. Mm-hmm. I would say.
How so?
How so? I don't know. I guess it's just easier to hate people.
Yeah, okay, so I think you said it the wrong way because you said it's easier to play someone.
You know, you're right. I did.
Yeah, because in that case, I agree with you, dog. Fully. Yeah, I'm starting a new a Pathfinder game, and yeah, the DM had us make NPCs for us for like in our life, and one of the NPCs I created is like this person that kind of came up with my character being like rivals, and they fucking hate each other.
Enemies to lovers? Question mark?
Yeah. No, he has a partner. Yeah. My character has a partner.
Okay.
Absolutely dumps the shit out of him.
Pathfinder.
Yep.
Pathfinder scares me. There's too much in it. I'm just like...
Try 2nd edition.
There's
it's so easy to grasp.
So, Jeff, you remember when you came home from Outward Bound with the 3.0 books?
Yes.
The 3.0 books were about the I guess I can't say quite the pinnacle of D&D just expansiveness. 3.0, 3.5 was about the peak. 3.0 and 3.5 had the most books published, the most expansive lore, the most supplemental rules, all of these advanced different rules and books that came along with like all these different monsters and approaches to the game. It was
math.
and math and rules, and everything was just so freaking convoluted that it became a nightmare to run a campaign with 3.0 or 3.5. And nowadays, it's still just as bad.
Yeah, that's Pathfinder second edition it's a little bit more restrictive when it comes to like choices, but oh my god, is it a whole lot more?
Yes.
It's a lot more welcoming, even than 5e, in my opinion.
I just noticed on the map that there's perfect moments photography pointed out, so I think at some point we're gonna need a photographer or something with the photography, because why else would it be pointed out on the map?
Well, we got the next best thing, a journalist.
Hey, maybe you want to take pictures with this dude.
Nah, not
I'm gonna take a picture with the Vicar.
Maybe I wanted to get a selfie with the octopus man.
It's like kill him and fucking hold him up in a portrait, like the old time Western shit where they're like stuffed in a coffin, and then you just take a picture next to him.
I don't know if you guys were like active on TikTok at the time, but like, it was a huge trend because like it was a thing for like I don't remember the game, but like Ghostface would like grab your dead body and take a picture.
Oh my gosh!
Is this Fatal Frame?
Mortal Kombat.
Fatal Frame.
Yeah.
Jesse Cage finishing thing.
But yeah, it became a huge trend on TikTok to have Ghostface do that. So like, yeah.
You're back.
I think I'm just gonna grab him by the hair, lift up his body, and take a selfie, and just show it to like whatever this dick's name was.
Yep. Oh, believe there was also a tidbit of also going through Instagram or something, seeing the comments.
Post it on Instagram.
Yep.
Separate church and state.
The Vicar's head.
The Vicar's head.
Separation.
Like a bullet hole, like in. Like a bullet hole straight in the middle of his head.
Next thing you know, like fucking Delta Green's knocking on the door. It's like, we liked your post. Wanna join us?
Ooh. End of the campaign if we actually get a good ending. We all end up joining Delta Green.
Yes.
That sounds nice.
That sounds dope as fuck.
Ghostbusters, except not ghosts. Well, I guess ghosts. I don't know where they're.
Yeah,
it's like
God. It all works. Fucking, we got James. Look, it's surfing the web. Sees paranormal shit. Tells the superiors. They send Quinn in to investigate a little bit. Then they send in the rest of the group as like quote unquote enforcers to like get rid of the issue.
They would send Kate in to talk about, because she's got the psychology, so she'd go in under the guise of healing and helping them. But really, she's digging in their brain for everything that they know.
You get information out of the people, and then I guess
like use some like hypnotism to make them forget or some shit.
Gabe, Alphonse, and I would like fucking, I guess, kill whatever the fuck.
Elvon's gonna be the one hunting them down and fucking like killing them, the eldritch beings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, Tommy knows the underworld, so he'd see what he can find from like the criminals and whatnot, because they're the ones that are more active at night.
Mm-hmm.
You'll probably find a new underground world. The underground world to the underground world.
So, how much of the book, the Cthulhu Mythos Magic, have you looked at, Jeff?
Pretty good amount of it, I would say. I don't know everything off the top of my head, if that's what you're wondering.
No, you'll notice that there's probably a lot of summoning spells in there.
Yeah, you can summon a lot of different stuff.
Oh, yes, you can call upon a whole shitload of shit.
Uh-huh.
So, I found that most of the campaign sort of narratives or settings that some of the modules tend to focus on happen to focus themselves around those things, like ritualistic things gone wrong, of someone trying to solve a problem that they have, and then they're just like, oh, what's this? This thing in this strange book? Oh, sure, I'll do that. That makes total sense. And then they just like rip open a fucking hole in the fabric of reality, and shit all around them changes, and there's
this
just
neat little book bound in human flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have the Necronomicon on us right now?
The Necronomicon,
Kate has it.
You do have it, yes, and there are also the pages.
Missing pages. I have those
Correct.
too.
Yeah, I thought Aaron took the Necronomicon.
Well,
I mean,
Aaron's with
Aaron's-
Kate, though.
Aaron's with Kate right now, dog.
Yeah. Oh, he's with her currently.
I was just saying if he still has
and then
it
you
on
get
him.
mad at me when Zim instigates me, dog.
Okay, but that's the thing is, I'm sitting there trying to RP, and you're over here in the camera, like, ooh, like.
Hey, I
a little
didn't
hard.
do it. Yeah. Hey, it's like I don't know. I guess it's like that moment in a television show where you're just watching it, and then all of a sudden, like, things get really heated and into like almost a porny moment. You're like, holy shit, this just took a wrong turn.
That is not what's happening, though.
Yeah, I think it's more like, you know how like you go talk to your crush and your friends are like behind your crush going like, ah! It's kind of like that. Like,
Idiots. No, my brain. I was gonna say something. I don't even remember now. It's fine. We have the Necronomicon and we have the pages.
You have everything.
slowly but surely,
I was gonna
Tommy's
say-
picking up on it.
Nobody, like, I would have waited until everybody else left before inviting him over. So, like, fucking nobody else knows that he came over to my house.
Just remember that also when it comes to the translation of the pages, that is going to involve some extensive research.
Yeah, because I was gonna go talk to Owain about it, and then we found out he was the dick, and I was like, never mind.
Never mind. NM.
Owen do? Oh, why would
Owen's
you
the
talk to
vicar.
Owen?
Owen
Oh!
responds, WTF.
It's like, where did you
Or-
find this?
Let me look at it. This is a satanic book. This should be a way. I'm gonna take this to the Vatican, bitch.
The Vatican will be like,
No, it'd be more
Exorcism.
Next thing we know, Owen got shot in the back of an alley by the fucking Delta Green.
Yeah, they probably already got the copy.
just get stabbed.
We need a.
Just-
I don't know. Maybe the antique. There's Overton Antiques. Maybe he might know some shit if he has any antique books.
imagine this.
I think I'm onto something, guys.
you are. You reacted.
You need to think outside the box.
I was just looking at the mat. I was like,
There's also the weird like EMT second doctor.
I know that the guy, Aaron, also said something about talking to the audiology guy.
Correct. Yep.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, for the video, the weird sounds.
No, he was saying because this all has to do with sound. Talking to the audiology.
That's good.
That was like 3 or 4 sessions ago. We just.
By the way, that's one of the things that I noticed about Overton when I was first doing the research for this campaign, and like the actual area around Overton in real life. And there is an audiologist on site.
I'm
assuming, like,
that is.
Overton has a lot of like old people. It's the doctor that checks your hearing and whatnot. I'm assuming that Overton has a lot of old people, so a lot of quote unquote old people type doctors, like cardiologists, that type of stuff. That usually, their day-to-day clientele is old people. They'd be a lot of them.
Yeah.
I did not realize when I picked that house how close to fucking everything Kate is. Like, she's literally right smack dab in the middle of fucking everything.
Yeah,
I chose to pick.
I picked the best house, man.
I picked the biggest house, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna be the furthest away from town because this makes sense. Tommy does not like the town.
I went onto Google Maps and I found a cute little house with a little picket fence, and there was like some hearts and stuff on the fence, and it was all decorated real cute. And I was like, "That's the one I want."
My house is a roundabout, dog. This house is fucking insane.
Yeah. There probably isn't even like a Google Street View of that one. It's probably one of those private homes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna sign out for the night. We're pretty beat.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Yep.
Have a good night,
All right.
everybody.
Night, everyone.
Take it easy.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.